Hello, and welcome to the Creative Mindset Podcast. This is Isolde Trachtenberg, and I am thrilled that you are here. To that end, I'm going to treat you like a guest and ask you, what would you like? And here's what I mean by that. The podcast is going to be undergoing some changes. It's possible that it's going to stay in a daily short form format. It's possible it's going to switch into a twice weekly format. I'm not actually sure, but I'm trying to figure out, in an effort to be as honest with myself as possible and as helpful to you as possible, I'm trying to figure out what it is that I want the podcast to be. Now, I'm not just sitting here in my office recording this for my own edification. I'm hopeful and I want this to be helpful and interesting and fun and funny and all sorts of other stuff for you. If it is, I would love for you to let me know that, because frankly, this is, in my mind, I know I'm speaking and you're listening, but I want this to be more of a conversation. I want us to have a dialogue about what's important, about what's critical, about what's helpful, and about what's honest. And what's honest in my life is I've just moved from the Washington, D.C. area to Brooklyn, New York, and I love it. And it makes me better prepared to live my most authentic life, because this is where I should have been living the last 45 years. And instead, I lived a number of other places. So all of a sudden, I'm in a situation where I am being a lot more honest with myself and a lot more authentic about who I am and who I want to be. And this podcast is an extension of me, because it is what I channel. That's the best way of putting it. I don't prepare anything written. I talk to you about the things that are important to me and that I hope are helpful to you in your process. So because of that, since I ultimately want to be helpful and I ultimately want to ask you to join me on this journey where we both get to live our best, most fulfilling, most authentic, and most kindest lives, I want to know how that would work. So please, if you're listening to this and you've gotten something out of this podcast, let me know what that has been. What has been the most insightful or the most helpful, so that I can give you more of that. If you tell me, for example, I love the overheard stuff. I love hearing the slices of life about the conversation you've eavesdropped on all these years. Great. I actually think I probably will keep that as a part of the podcast. But if it's like, no, that feels really weird to me to hear other people's conversations, then I might not keep it. So I'd love to hear from you. If you listen regularly, please tell me what it is that's been most helpful, that has been most interesting, that has made you want to know more. Because the more you can tell me what it is that you want and need, the more I can give you what it is that you want and need. I'm going to be changing the podcast, as I said, in August. I'm probably not going to be doing too many episodes in the next couple of weeks because there are other things going on. And I am doing more work with my blog. So if you want to get some more information, short form blog posts are going to be happening every single day. You can feel free to head over to isoldet.com/blog, and you can see things there. And you'll get the information of the things that I'm currently thinking about, short form, every day. If podcasting is your thing still, please let me know again what it is that you enjoy most about the podcast, and I will give you more of that, so that when we interact in the best way possible for both of us. Because I think it's that creative mindset that allows us to be, to have access to our ingenuity, to better problem solving, to better critical thinking, to living more honestly every single moment. And that's what I would love to do more of. So if you'd like to engage in the conversation, drop me an email at isolde@isoldet.com, or comment on the blog, or tweet at me at Isolde T, or Instagram, also at Isolde T, or LinkedIn. Guess what? At Isolde T. I'd love to hear from you about it, and I'd love to get your thoughts so that I can give you more of what you want out of this show and out of the blog and out of our conversation. Until next time, this is Isolde Trachtenberg sending you all of my love.